Bridget's feet are still hurting pretty bad.
Foot cramping?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Cut her little toe off. Are you taking a nap?
No.
Is this where we part ways?
I think so.
There she goes.
Saint Jean Pied de Port, St. John at the foot of the pass. Located in the foothills of the Pyrenees Mountains on the border of France and Spain, this is where the adventure begins. Myself, Jeremiah, and my wife Bridget have to stop and get our pilgrim passports as we start this journey, walking across the country of Spain from France.
We just got checked in and everything, and I'm not gonna lie, we got done this morning at 10 a.m. 8 kilometers, super quick, but yeah, this is gonna be fine hanging out here for the day.
Our first stop on night one was Orisson, Le Refuge Orisson in France, and this gave us a chance to stay at our first hostel, recharge our body battery, shower, do laundry, and meet some awesome new people. But little did we know on this 1,000 kilometer or 600 mile journey that trouble was just around the corner.
Well, we had a great stay at Orisson. Refuge was amazing. Good breakfast, coffee in a bowl. Haven't seen that one before. That was pretty cool. Now I'm just filling up our water, or at least Bridget is, before we head out. And we start day 2 of this journey.
Day 2 started with us crossing the Pyrenees Mountains, which straddles France and Spain. There's all kinds of farmers and awesome animals along the way, and you literally just get to walk through their property along the Camino. There's also vendors set up as you're walking along, and you can have a celebratory drink or a little snack just in the middle of your day in the middle of the mountains.
We've been up at such high altitudes. I mean, we've gained 2,000 or 3,000 feet today. This is the first time we've really seen a whole lot of running water.
We descended down to the Collegiate Church of Roncesvalles, which was built in the Middle Ages, 12th century, 13th century AD, and houses many pilgrims as they start their journey. In fact, this is oftentimes on the French Way one of the first places that people stop to sleep.
I'll tell y'all real quick about this place. It's an old monastery that they have modernized into a hostel. Y'all can see all the windows. It's like 3 or 4 floors of pilgrims. So what we did was had some dinner after a shower, done some laundry, and then went to Mass, which I've never been to Mass before. I'm not Catholic. It's very interesting. Probably would have been better if I spoke Spanish because it's all in Spanish. Breakfast was good. Now, I think that where all these other pilgrims are walking, we should walk too. That's usually what we do. You know, the website was in Spanish last night that I tried to book. I tried to book the albergue. We have to book our albergues ahead of time, like at least 1 day, so that we can ship our bag, paying for a luggage transport. And everything's always uncertain, especially with the language barrier. So I'm hoping that our bag goes to the right place and that our reservation is gonna be there. I didn't have to put in my credit card number, so I'm not sure, but I did get an email. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Day 3 marked our walk into Spain from France, and we got to go through a plethora of different environments, everything from farmland where we're running with the bulls, where it felt like we were in Pamplona, to the small Spanish towns that we were starting to get to experience.
Stopping to take a little lunch break. Bridget's real hungry. This is $18.50, well, in euros, so a bit more in US dollars, but I got a salad, ensalada, and a sandwich with chorizo and cheese. Chorizo con queso. Bridget's got some new chips to try, and then a tortilla.
Yep.
It's like eggs.
A ham tortilla?
And no cheese?
No. And bread.
And Coca-Cola with lemon.
After lunch, we headed on to Zubiri, which is where we were spending the night. Now, there was a mix-up with the hostel, and our bag arrived, but there was no reservation. So they called a different place and got us a spot, and we had a wonderful evening with friends and laughter and a great dinner. And then we faced our first adversity on the trail, blisters.
Bridget, she's got some blisters. We're gonna have to snip, cut her little toe off.
Oh no!
I think we're gonna buy you some new shoes
I
tomorrow.
think we're gonna have to.
She's got a blister on both pinky toes. It's right here on the end. Some of that's tape residue.
After fixing up Bridget's feet, we headed off to bed to get some rest because we were headed into Pamplona the next day.
Bit of a road walk as we begin, next to a power station or quarry or something, but I think it's fairly safe. There's signs just telling everybody to slow down. Peregrinos are in the area walking. Little road walking.
After about an hour of road walking, we reached Basque Country, which is an autonomous community in Spain that has its own language, culture, and history. And it got us off the road for a while, and we traveled through a green tunnel, and you definitely could not poop here, as you can see from the signs. And we kept going until we reached a church that we wanted to check out that you could ring the bell in.
We just went up inside the church from the 13th century, rang the bell up there. Absolutely awesome.
We continued on with Pamplona on the horizon. We were eager to reach Portal de Francia, which is where the city walls are as you come into Pamplona from old medieval times. Pamplona famous for the annual running of the bulls tradition.
We just came through the city gate, and wow, look at Pamplona.
We walked through the city to the Municipal Albergue Jesus y Maria, ran by the government in the city, and got settled in for the night, picked up our luggage, and got a shower.
Man, I feel so much better after a shower.
Monique, an Aussie that we met on night one, Bridget and myself headed off to enjoy the sights and the sounds of Pamplona. We got some dinner, some new shoes, and some drinks to have some fun on the town before we headed off to bed to get a good night's rest and get up the next day to hike out some kilometers.
I got my laundry in hand. We're headed up to go on to bed, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Buen camino.
Jeremiah from the future here, and hopefully you are enjoying my edit of our Camino walk. There are more videos to come just like this one, so enjoy the journey and stay tuned. I'm going to quickly tell you who made this video possible. It is Suunto. Suunto is a Finnish watch company, and I've been integrating their watch, the Race S titanium graphite, into my life for the last couple of months, and it is perfect for not only at home, at work, but also in the woods and on backpacking trips and hiking. I took it on a trip recently, and it did fantastic. I paired it with my phone, which works seamlessly. You can even get little animations of your trip, but more importantly, on the watch or on your phone, you can track your statistics, like how your body's performing, whether it's backpacking or doing a 5K or going for a walk or working out at the gym. For me, I love seeing my pace while I'm walking in the woods, how long I've been walking, how far I've been walking, and the battery life is insane. I only charge it like once a week, maybe once every other week, and that means I can wear it while I sleep, which means it'll track how my sleep cycles are doing, how my body's recovering, how I feel whenever I wake up, so I can make more educated decisions on how to better prepare my body for rest and get a better night's sleep throughout the night. I will link in the description this watch in particular, the Race S series, but they have a whole bunch of different products that you can check out on their website. So check them out. Thank you, Suunto, for sponsoring this video and making it possible. Now back to the journey.
Starting our morning walking around Pamplona, trying to exit the city. They're sweeping the streets right now. The world has not yet come to life, but we are headed out on the Camino.
We exited the hustle and bustle of the city and got back into the countryside, where we climbed up a mountain and got a 360-degree view of everything around. Unfortunately, though, the trail was starting to take its toll on us, and unbeknownst to me, only a couple of days away, I would be continuing this journey without my lovely wife, Bridget.
Foot cramping?
Yeah?
Just like started, and I was like, nope, gotta stop for a second. I don't know if I need to stretch it or massage it or bend it.
For now, the only thing that we could do was to push on into the next town.
Our current stats, 3.5 hours of walking, 14 kilometers, and it looks like we have approximately 10.3 to go to Puente la Reina. Vámonos. There are rock piles all over the place on the Camino. Look at this, Karen. I don't even know if you consider that a cairn. Looks just like a giant pile of rocks, but they have little symbols for the Camino, the shells, all along the way, and people are always putting rocks because one of the things you do is take a pebble with you from beginning to end. Now we're walking, we're talking, it's hot, but it's thundering too. So Bridget just asked me, do I feel a raindrop? What do you got going on? Perfect, let me see. What are the chances? You know, they say that's good luck.
Our march continued until we reached Puente la Reina, where we had our first private room of the trip with our own shower and our own bed without other people snoring next to us. A great night's rest where we got to prep our bag and get it ready to be shipped ahead the next day.
This is how we've been doing our luggage every day. This big suitcase, you can pay online or put like €6 in here. And then you just write on the other side where it goes the next day, and they pick it up at your hotel and deliver it. So then all you got to take is just your backpack, or you can carry nothing if you want to, but €6 a day, it's worth it for my feet if you got the budget for it. Well, we had an amazing dinner with some awesome friends. Sounds like Bridget's filling up her water bottle in the shower because it doesn't fit under the sink, but you got to do what you got to do. I got to go to sleep. It's like 11 o'clock and I got to get up at 7. So until tomorrow, buen camino. Good morning from España. Well, a pretty good lunch break. Bridget's feet are still hurting pretty bad. I taped them back up whenever we were at lunch, but we shall push on the last 8 kilometers and prop our feet up. We did have to pay double to ship luggage today. Bridget does not have a backpack on, and that is because we're gonna give her feet a little break from carrying all that stuff. I think maybe this afternoon, if the town's big enough and there's a post office, we will see if we can ship some stuff all the way to the end, and then we can just pick it up when we get there, and then only pay €6 a day when we want to transport. Oh, that's got to be us right there on the other side of those trees. 2 kilometers left. Going under the road. Well, we got a shower and got the laundry started. Yay. And then we're going to ship some stuff ahead at the post office.
After errands, we went out to dinner with people we were starting to build relationships with that we walked alongside each day. But darkness loomed ahead, as I didn't know my wife would be taking off trail.
Is this where we part ways?
I think so.
There she goes. Our little birdie has left home.